Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Seattle, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks. They're a ways down in the standings. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've got Johnson, also Damian Lillard out there, and it's Ramirez in at the center position. And for Seattle, and this is game one of this two-game mini-series, Clark. These are so interesting to watch.
They really are, and they don't happen a lot, but they happen enough to not be uncommon in the NBA. And, you know, it's the same team. Familiarity is certainly part of it. So it's back to the basics and normal routine. Let's go get a dub and do the things we need to do to get one.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Drives to the hoop, and he goes in for the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Roddy, following the bucket by Seattle. From deep, Johnson, good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Beautiful dime from Lillard that time. Good eyes there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his three ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the three-point line tonight. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Seattle shooting their first free throw tonight.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Johnson. They set a pick. To the paint. Picked his pocket. Out on his own on the break. Here's Jay. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's stolen. Here we go, all alone. Fades. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Lillard. Deflected. Outside Johnson. Smith outside. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Milwaukee ball.
Looking now at some numbers for him.
And I'm sure he's hoping to correct the dip his three-point percentage has suffered over the last 10 games. He's going to be hustling hard to pull that back up again.
All right, looking at the 2K leaderboard. These are the squads who bring it on defense. The blocks leaders.
And what's been most impressive about this team is how intense they've been on the defensive end. It's not just 1 or 2 guys getting blocks for them. It's been a team effort, which is why they lead the league in blocks per game.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo, boom, he jams it straight down.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Roddy, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Ramirez, the pass to Lillard. Sends it home from three-point land.
so effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 8, defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. The shake. Jump shot is good. Lillard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Seattle leading by 6. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And the Bucks making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Here's Johnson. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
And they rank in the top half of the NBA in blocks, right in the middle of the pack. It's something they're looking to improve on.
And their low turnovers are a standout stat for them. They make smart, quick passes and do a good job protecting the ball from fast hands. Here's the prodigy. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Porter doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
Growing into more of a passer, MPJ getting that assist.
Covered by Johnson. There's the drive.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Timeout called, Milwaukee, and this matchup with Seattle. It's their first meeting of the season.
What do you say, fans? Let's hear it for your Seattle answer.
Lillard right side. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. A one-hand hole punch.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Johnson. Count the basket. Johnson's got 9.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And he dunks it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
4 on the clock. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Porter gets the bucket.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down because, after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Jay, the pass to the prodigy. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. From the top of the key, he buries it. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Seattle.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for...
Oh, that was something else, man! Wow!
Showing some power. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. And both free throws good for Lillard.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
The three is up. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Pulls it. And another miss by Milwaukee. Good if it goes. That shot, no good. And so it's Seattle, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on Seattle so far?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. They've got Bobby Portis, and it's Roddy into the small forward. Portis, the pass to Roddy. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Smart pass by Portis, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
Here he goes. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
To the wing on the left. Off target from three-point range. Seattle leading by 13. Cans it from the wing. He's got 13.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Jones, the pass to Porter. And here's Jones.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What a punch that was.
bad intentions. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Jay Jones with the block. Porter looks it over. Pass to Wesley. 4-3. And Michael Porter hits from deep. Porter's got his second bucket on the night.
And Porter Jr. feels like he can drain just about any shot, including these corner three balls.
Here's the prodigy. And he can't jam it through. Bucks trail by 10. Down low. Picked it out of midair. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Portis for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Hey, I think every team wants a guy like Bobby Portis. I mean, more than capable from deep. He's able to play the 4 and 5 and gives you good effort at both ends.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Maggette, pass to Jones. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
And he drives in. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First free throw is good. Milwaukee making some changes. Smith comes in for Jones, and it's Johnson in for Porter Jr. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.
Nice! Oh, big finish! Man!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And that one is hammered home.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Driving inside. These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw no good. Roddy, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
At the line for 2.
That one misses.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up.
Oh, wow!
Get out the way!
With authority. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium flowing.
And Lillard gets it to go.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Pass to Jay. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Johnson. Here's Lillard. The 3-ball. Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Come on, man. Showing unbelievable agility in the air.
When he's working with the lead, now he's got a chance to put the style on it.
That's usually how it goes. I mean, once they're in front, they really cut him loose.
Here's the prodigy. It's rebounded by Roddy.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And Lillard gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Jay. 6 points for him.
A.J. Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it from the high post. Count it. Good. 23 points in the game.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Seattle out in front, up by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.